Hey, this is Josh at Sweet Manufacturing. Today I'm going to show you how to properly disassemble, remove the seals, and reinstall the seals on your dual pull cylinder. When it comes to disassembling a cylinder, the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the cylinder rods. The cylinder rods thread together, and they capture the piston in between them. The left-hand or driver's side rod has a male thread on it that holds the piston itself. If you're lucky, when you unthread these rods, the piston will remain inside the housing. Oftentimes though, you'll only be able to loosen the right-hand rod, in which case you'll have to remove the cap from the right-hand side of the cylinder in order to get to the piston to remove it. In this case though, I'm pretty sure that they are going to come apart. So all the cylinder rods do have wrench flats on them to hold them. If you just simply unthread the rods, they will come apart. As you can see, the left-hand or driver's side has the male thread and the right-hand side has the female thread, and that piston is captured in between there. Like I said, we were lucky enough this time that the piston stayed in the housing. Oftentimes though, you're only going to get that right-hand rod off and you're going to need to remove this cap first. But in this case, they both came out, which is great. Now that you've made it to this point, we're going to remove the caps. To do that, we're going to need to put a little heat on them. There is some red Loctite on there to keep these things from rotating on their own. So we're going to start by putting some heat on the left-hand cap. While I'm doing that, I'm going to remove the seals. The seal and wiper are located in the cap. There's an exterior wiper and an interior seal. As you're removing them, you're going to need something like a hook pick to remove them. And it's easiest to do when they're a little bit warm. So now let's get into what you're going to need to reinstall the seals in your cylinder end cap. There aren't any specialized tools. All you need is a simple nut driver and a soft pick that's not going to harm the seals, just something to help guide them into the cap. The only specialty tool we use is this here, and all it does is just give us a surface to help guide the seal into the slot there. This is where a lot of people struggle. This is where it gets kind of frustrating. If you don't have something like this, if you got an old cylinder rod you can cut off, that'll work just fine. And all we're going to do is put this in your vise. And we're going to line it up with the bottom of that seal groove. You want to have your cylinder rod clamped in your vise, so you give yourself a nice surface to help guide that seal into its groove. Start with the oil seal. The oil seal is the one with the O-ring on one side. It's important that O-ring faces inward toward the fluid pressure. And what you want to do is just get it started in the slot and use that cylinder rod as a backing surface to help guide it in there. Get it in as far as you can. Maybe help it along with your soft pick. And then the key is the nut driver to help drive it in the rest of the way. And just slowly work it in there, guide it into its slot, and make sure that the O-ring does not pop out. If it does, it's not going to make a seal. Once you get that in there, you install your dust wiper, the wiper facing outward. This one's much easier. Guide it in. You can usually get in with your fingers or take your nut driver. Just get it in the rest of the way. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at Sweet Manufacturing via email or phone.